I bring you greetings from here. On today's broadcast, I want to talk about why some marriages fail. I got two questions on my YouTube channel that I want to address on today's broadcast. One asked, why do some marriages fail? And the other one is how to find a perfect partner. So this message goes to both the married and to the single, the ones that are yet to marry. And before I go further, I would like to leave you with these two tips for the both. One for the both, one for the married and one for the single. For the married is, marriage is to be enjoyed, not to endure. To the single is, it is better to marry late than to marry wrong. Marriage, they say, is sacred and is for better, for worse. But it's unfortunate that the youth of our time do not actually understand the full meaning of this concept. So after due consultations and my personal research, I came across too many reasons that some marriages today fail. But I want to analyze it and talk about the major reasons or major points briefly. I discovered that this is out of high level of unpreparedness and immaturity among our youths. Some take marriage to be equal to friendship, or marriage to be the advancement of friendship. This is totally wrong. If you are having this thought in your mind that marriage is equal to friendship or marriage is advancement of friendship, that is where you get it all wrong. Before one gets into marriage, it requires advancement in your thinking and reasoning. Before one goes into marriage, it requires maturity and preparedness. You need to be matured in your mind. You need to prepare your mind before you go into marriage. But it's quite unfortunate that today we have many people enduring their marriages instead of enjoying it, because they have ended up getting married with the wrong person or to the wrong person, or getting married out of some reasons that today they are in regret. And when I talk about maturity in marriage or before getting married, you can discover that among our youths today that are into marriage, some issues will come up in their marriage that they should settle with their spouse privately and confidentially. They will end up tweeting or writing to their friends and families, telling them what took place or what really happened in their marriage. There's a saying that says, do not wash your dirty linens outside. But due to the high level of immaturity among our youths that are into marriage today, that is why such issues that should be settled amicably in their homes will be shared among their friends, among their neighbors, and among their families. It takes a lot before consulting a third party in your marriage. if you really understand what marriage is all about, if you really understand what companionship is all about, if you really understand what oneness is all about in marriage, it takes a lot to consult a third party. It doesn't matter if the third party is your father, if the third party is your mother, if the third party is your close friend, your close relation, if the third party is your pastor or your preacher or your mentor. It is called a third party. Whomsoever you have involved in your marital issues is called a third party. And it takes a lot to involve a third party in your marriage. So if you are part of the individuals that easily get involved to third parties in the issues that rise up in your marriage, you are not matured enough to get married. You need counseling. If you are part of the individuals that easily involve your family on the issues of your marriage, you are not prepared for it. That marriage is bound to fail. You know, in those days, before getting into marriage, it is recommended that such individuals should go for marriage counseling. But today, over 90% of our youths that are into marriages today don't even know what is called marriage counseling. They are just into it. And when I talk about the unpreparedness, some are into marriage today because they just want to please their spouse, just because they want to feel among, or just because they want to, do it because it seems, it is time for them to do it. It is more than that. Marriage is more than what you think. I urge you to seek for marriage counseling, a good counselor, a good role model to counsel you if you have gone into marriage already, and desist from involving third parties in common issues that comes up in your marriage. Whatever that comes up in your marriage should be settled among you and your spouse. Before an issue will rise up that will enable you to involve third party, let it be a serious matter. And also mind the people you get involved in your marriage. Some friends are not happy that you are into a peaceful marriage. Some friends and families are not happy that you are having a peaceful home. Some friends and relatives and neighbors are not happy that you are having a happy life in your marriage. They are looking for an opportunity to come in. And anytime you involve them in a little issue in your marriage, that is when they gain the opportunity to destroy your marriage. Before you involve a third party, make sure the issue is so serious, and also make sure you are involving someone genuine, that someone that will give you a good advice, that will not advise you to break up your marriage. And also seek for advice even from your family. Advice from your family will not always help to sustain your marriage. This is one of the reasons some marriages today fail. Out of common issues, as soon as you involve third party, they will make those little issues to escalate and become so huge, so uncontrollable to you, and you will end up quitting. It is so unfortunate. I urge you to subscribe to my YouTube channel after you come across this video. I bear the same name both on my YouTube channel, both on Facebook, both on Twitter, both on Instagram, both on Skype. Ambassador Nnaemeka Nkem is my name. Thank you and God bless you.